Disciples Christian Church is a church of rich tradition and history, with many of its members having been involved in the life of the church for decades. But Disciples Christian Church is also a church with its eyes to the future, a church that is active and alive, dynamic, and growing.
Well, this is the fun part. This is really the fun part. I do it because I really believe in what we're doing. Our leader, Kathy, just insists that everything is very special. She doesn't want to make just a place where people sit down at a table and eat and leave. She wants it a place where people can sit down, enjoy the atmosphere, talk to one another. We try to remember that we're not just feeding the body, we're feeding the soul.
When you have a community meal, you know there are people here, but you get to see the wide range of people that are here, and you hear of people helping in the kitchen, but you get to see not only senior citizens helping in the kitchen, but children helping, children serving, and you get to see all that is going on, and it makes a big difference.
This is Betty Lesko, my mother. I'm Carol Reed, and this is my daughter, Emily Reed.
I've been here several times. The fellowship is great, and I'm really blessed coming here.
Thank you. I want you all to know that I've been coming to these delicious meals now for months, and the church has been great. The way they care about people and offer a community meal, and it's a delicious meal. What more could you expect?
And I hope that this church will continue to be blessed in order to help people that, like myself, to be able to come in and have a delicious meal. That's God's blessing.
One of the things when we came here as a family, our kids all used to play in the playground that was on the back of the church, and it was an old playground. But there was a lot of commentary about, boy, we wish our playground was out here where we could see our kids playing on it. And so there was a few of us that discussed about it, and what we decided to do was see what we could do to raise some money to build a new playground. The generosity of the church was overwhelming, in my opinion, because we had a number of large gifts to put a fence in. We recycled a lot of pieces like the big metal tube, and lots of donations came together, and that's how we ended up with our playground. And what was even more impressive was how many people we had coming to help, because it started out with the dismantling of the other playground and then the work. Obviously something like this is not something that one person would do.
We are the host church for the Heights Emergency Food Center, where persons who are in need of food can come and receive that here through our church and the gifts of other churches and synagogues in our Cleveland Heights area.
We serve 12,000 people a year here, and it's just from 4 different communities. We serve Cleveland Heights, University Heights, South Euclid, and Lyndhurst. It's between 400 and 500 families a month, and the numbers of the people have changed a lot in the last couple of years when our economy kind of hit the straits. It used to be we served a lot of senior citizens, a lot of older people, and now we're serving more families and more children. We're a 100% volunteer organization. We have approximately 65 volunteers and 100% of our money goes to purchasing food and also hygienic products.
Our church has now supported 2 trips out of the state for natural disasters, and to my knowledge, this is the first time, at least in a long time, if maybe ever, we have gone this far from home to help. And it was to New Orleans after Katrina. And this was 2 years after Katrina. It was an awesome experience. It was humbling, and it was frightening, and it was exhausting. It was extremely hot. People wanted to help with this so badly, even if they weren't able to actually go for the week. It was life-changing, life-changing.
We also are a church that has had a tradition over the decades of helping refugees resettle in Cleveland. We'd not been involved in that process for several years when this past year we were presented with an opportunity with, I think, thousands of persons from Bhutan and Nepal who are being settled in Cleveland.
You know, well, it goes back to that idea, you've got somebody who cares. You know, here I am in a country where I can't even speak the language, and is there anybody who cares? And if you can't find anybody who cares, you got a big problem. And I think that's what we have been able to provide the refugees that we worked with over the years.
I feel very happy because I came here also to pray the God. No, I get chance to pray the God. That is the the way to live in the United States, or help each other.
I talked to another woman in our church that helps reestablish these Nepalese and Bhutanese people, and asked them, does somebody need a sewing machine? And she says, yes. So she said, I'm not able to go out there. Here's their address. Would you mind taking it? And my husband and I were like, great, sure.
And they bring me a sewing machine. It not help only me. These machines help to lots of people. Those who are here, all people, long pant, we are short, no?
We have a lot of people, a lot of friends. They are helping us, and I think this is the most important, to be a human being, to help each other.
And I really, everybody that I know that goes here is open to bringing in people and greeting people and being with people.
What attracted me to Disciples was, again, the opportunity that is so there for the community, and for that church has so many opportunities to grow and to be a beacon to Cleveland Heights.
But when I moved to Cleveland Heights, there are so many churches here close together, all kinds of churches. And I visited a lot of them and stuck my toe in all the waters to try to find the one that I felt like I belonged.
I learned some more, and I learned about you. And so I said, well, I think I better check this church out.
And it was everything we'd hoped for and then a little more.
And I didn't realize it, but I think there was a higher power behind that.
And this was the place.
Disciples Christian Church is it's got a nice warm feel to it.
Is it easy to get involved here?
Yes. Very, very easy.
And when we look at the fact as believers that God has given us everything, then stewardship is not an obligation, it's a joyful response. So part of stewardship is not just getting people to give money, it's getting people to see that it's not about one thing, it's about that growth and discipleship we're talking about. It's about just responding to the person who's the center of our lives.
You wind up feeling good about what you've done, and that's a part of stewardship is being able to feel good about giving, and giving from your heart and not just from your wallet or your checkbook.
Part of the issue that all of us have is looking at bottom lines and trying to dissect the budget, and is this worth it or is that worth it? But if the end result is lives changing and people coming to Christ, yeah, it's worth it.
We hope that after seeing this video that you will have a new sense of who we are inside this building that's at 3663 Mayfield Road. There is always a place for the next person, the next family who walks through our doors into this welcoming community.
If I gotta pick a word, I'm gonna say love.
Loving.
Caring.
Friendly.
Generous.
Love.
Family.
Awesome.
Home.
Fun.
Community.
Comfortable.
Interesting.
Far-reaching.
Spirit-filled.
Friendly.
Family.
Disciples Christian Church changes lives.